The Earlshreds Podcast.
Yo, what up? This is Earl Shreds, boy.
And Sydney Shreds.
Ooh.
And this is your number one podcast.
For all things rock and roll, music, or just plain awesome. Y'all don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you got, at Earl Shreds. And don't forget to check out the website, www.earlshreds.com. Thanks. All right, everybody. We're here with the very first Earlshreds Shred Shed podcast, and it is going to be a big one. We've got somebody who is truly world famous. It's the biggest artist, the biggest musician, the biggest producer, the biggest geopolitical figure. It is the one and only, you guessed it, Sydney Shreds.
Woo. What's up, everybody?
Oh, yeah, there it is. There's that beautiful, sultry voice that we've all missed and we've all needed. You know, this is a pretty big deal for me, honestly, because I've been wanting to do this particular podcast with Sydney for, you know, at least 10,000 years. And it's really a big deal. My goal with the whole podcast is to really just, you know, talk about my feelings and
Okay.
and talk about how kind and loving I am to so many people around the world, and it'll be music related, and it'll be, you know, all kinds of other things. Honey, can I have
Lots
some more?
of lies, too.
Lies?
Yeah.
No, we don't do that here at the Earlshreds Shred Shed podcast.
You don't have to tip it up.
Hey.
Get it back.
So, you know, we've just been going to concerts so much and going and seeing live music so much. I thought me and Sydney could do this as like a concert review series.
Recap.
Concert recap. I think that might be the name, the concert recap. And we did a doozy last night. So, you know, I just decided the concert we went to last night was so gnarly. And it's perfect for the first one. And, you know, we're going to kind of do this on this first podcast. But future podcasts will be about whatever I want, as usual. I'm going to do what I want.
When you want, how you want.
Yeah, only service me, you know, make me happy. You know, as Toby Keith said it best, that I want to talk about me. Me. You know, it's a big deal. Sorry.
Do you want me to leave?
Where?
You could do your podcast with yourself.
Oh, I forgot you were here. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. So, you know, Sydney, she really had an experience last night. I think you did. Did you have an experience?
Yes. Out of body experience.
Why don't you tell them who we saw last night?
All right. Started off with Fit for an Autopsy, which we were outside on the patio during Fit for an Autopsy. No offense.
Sorry, Fit for an Autopsy.
Sorry. We went back inside to listen to Animals as Leaders, and then went back outside because wasn't ready for that.
You weren't ready for Animals as Leaders?
No.
Why? What did they do?
I don't know. Could not tell you.
Oh, you just didn't know?
No.
Oh, what about it that you didn't know? Like I don't. What does that mean? I mean, I'm kind of scared right now.
Just saw a lot of people headbanging in all directions and tempos and lots of abrupt stopping and no words.
So it was like kind of that like doom down down.
It's like a lesser Tool, but not as cool.
Whoa, lesser. She's bringing out the heat on the very first Earlshreds Shred Shed podcast.
I'm very opinionated when it comes to music.
No, I am too. That's why I figured you would be the best for these. And, you know, I'm with you on that opinion of that band.
It's just not my cup of tea. Other people may enjoy it, but not my thing.
I didn't know you drank tea.
Herbal tea, mushroom tea, sweet tea.
That's incredible. Yeah, animals as leaders to me, it's just too much. Maybe I'm just a simpleton.
I think it was just too early in the night.
I wouldn't want that.
Up?
I don't think I'd want that any later in the night.
Nope, it was too early and also too late.
And I want you to know I'm gonna have a lot of like math rock, dude. That's what. Well, they're gonna get on me. I don't know if
math rock, like time signature. Is that what you're
getting at?
That's
the genre that they are. But somebody's gonna be like, no, they're post-sub hardcore math rock or something.
Whoa.
But math rock is like that.
Yeah, like key signature changes.
Yeah, all the notes.
Not 4/4 time.
All the time.
All the times at one time.
Yeah, I think the dudes that get into that math rock thing are like, the teacher probably told them like, hey, don't play that complex stuff and, settle down. And they're like, I'm going to play all the notes.
At once.
Or they're schizophrenic.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad.
No, I'm not playing at 713.
It's just, yeah, exactly. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, not my thing either, totally. Was not down for that. But they were good. They killed it.
Yes, their sound check was bomb and loud.
Yeah, I know. They really... Animals as leaders, if you're listening, I'm sure you will. Y'all got screwed on sound because sound check was awesome. I guess that's like that open and band thing.
They turn you down.
They have to be turned down,
Anyways,
whatever.
All right, so Fit for an Autopsy, Animals as Leaders, Killswitch Engage was next. Never seen them. Actually, no, I've seen them one time. I don't really remember it, but I was impressed. I was praying for some Dio, and they, pulled through and played some.
Dio, what song?
Holy Diver.
Wow. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I know. So
Rest in peace, Ronnie James.
Oh, how could I? Rest in peace. Oh, Dio, we praise. Anyways, yeah, Killswitch Engage was pretty sick.
Oh, yeah, you weren't up there. Dalton went into the pit, and I was still on the side of the stage, kind of further back near one of the bars, kind of hanging out because I wasn't ready for that yet. And in the middle of the song, the guitar player, what's his name? Mike D. Mike D.
Adam D.
Okay, yeah, Mike D is from the Beastie Boys.
Yes. That is very true. He is from that.
So Adam, with his sweatband on, walks off the stage, and I'm looking for you in the pit. And so I'm looking over here, and then all of a sudden I turn and look, and he's literally right here next to me playing his guitar. And I turn and I go,
yeah.
What? And he looked at me, and he walked away.
Wow.
And I had to grab my phone to take it out, and that's when he walked off. So
yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Literally standing next to me like he was breathing on me.
Did you smell him?
I can't smell.
Oh. Wow. Did you say hi to him?
I turned, and then I went, what?
And what did he do?
And then he looked at me, and he turned away and walked off. Went back on stage. And then someone asked him if someone bought him a shot at the bar. But he didn't stay long enough, so...
He was plowing them down, which I like to see.
Yeah.
They were sick.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed them. But I was, saving myself for the final act.
Oh, I thought we just revealed the big secret. Don't do that. I'm waiting. This pod is going to be 3 hours in before...
Before we say who it is?
Yeah.
No.
We're going to go into every song. This is going to be every song they played review.
I don't remember every song they played.
You don't remember 0010000?
Edit, cut, restart.
No,
too long, too much.
Killswitch was... But I was in the pit. because I think I didn't go into the pit till halfway through.
Yeah, it was right before Holy Diver because I was like, not going to lie, I looked up their set list to see if they were going to play it.
She always does.
Yeah, because I didn't want my heart broken because I had my expectations set really high.
For Holy Diver.
It was the only song I wanted to hear from Killswitch. Sorry, Killswitch.
Well, I have seen them with Howard, who was the guy we saw last night, original singer. He quit, and Howard replaced him, and they did Holy Diver, and that's who you hear on the record. And last time, I think I only saw Killswitch one time in like Warped Tour or something with
That's when I saw him
with Jesse, the guy last night. And I'll probably make a lot of people mad, but I missed Howard last night. I really did.
He did Dio justice though.
No,
the new guy.
Jesse, the white guy.
Yeah,
I guess. Howard Black.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, he. I feel like the sound people didn't really do him justice.
No, but they were the opener. Like, I mean, I guess they were closer to the end, but
yeah, but I feel like they always put the lead singer in the mix. Jesse, if you're listening to this, I know you are. Get those guys to turn you up, big dog.
Yeah, you deserve that.
You need to get me involved.
Dio would have been louder.
Oh, Dio wouldn't even need a mic.
No, not at all. No, he's a rainbow in the dark.
He is. He's my rainbow. I thought you were my rainbow in the dark.
I am. You told me that when we first met.
I know, but then Dio might be the real rainbow.
Rest in peace.
You're like the pot of gold at the bottom of his rainbow.
In the dark. In the pitch black.
In the pitch black, no doubt. Yeah, no lights on, brown rainbow. Anyways, Killswitch Engage was sick. They were lit. I did a little bit of moshing. I didn't want to completely blow my load for the main headlining act who we went to go see.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to mosh yet.
No.
Still preparing myself.
I'm still kind of preparing myself now.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. But Sydney Shreds, why don't you tell them? And Toby Shreds, if you can see it, I can't look at the camera angle, but he's there and he came with us and he really wanted to see this band.
We both got our hair done for this show, by the way.
Yeah, Toby Shreds got his mohawk and Sydney got her hair dyed, looking super cute. Love it. And she put the little Twizzlers in. It was so cute.
Twizzlers?
Who was the band?
What?
Sydney Shreds.
What's a Twizzler?
Tell him who the headliner. Tell him who.
No, what's a Twizzler? The candy?
No,
You're talking about my braids?
Like the chaff that you put. The little things. They use it for like anti-air missiles. Those shiny.
I put tinsel in my hair.
Yeah, that's
the little glittery shiny
tinsel.
things.
Yeah.
Not Twizzlers.
Whatever. They twizzle and twazzle and...
Yeah, no, I got my hair colored.
It's so beautiful. Just take the compliment. Shut up!
Okay, thanks.
I'm sorry, guys. You're going to see a lot. This being the first one, this is going to be a window into my world because it's all about me.
Yep. I hope when I look at the camera that you just like pause and zoom in on my face because I just glare at it all the time.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely will do that.
Okay.
You're going to be the Rosetta Stone for the Earlshreds podcast. There are going to be people coming on this podcast. Probably they'll be big. Sorry, there's a fly in my room.
I thought you killed that earlier.
It's because I'm talking too much.
Yeah. Anyways,
who was it?
Headliner last night. My second time seeing them. I was super pumped. Lamb of God. Oh, you were talking over me. I'm not even going to hear it.
Oh, no. Let's do it one more time. Who are they, Sydney Shreds? Drop the beat.
Lamb of God.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. You know it. And you know what? I'm gonna take this time. We're gonna cut it. And she did a sick video. I'll put it up right now.
It was I recorded this right after I busted my ass. I was in the pit. I actually scared Dalton. I was off to the side, decided there's like 3 or 4 songs left. I'm ready. I'm going to the pit. I'm pumped up. So I run into the pit. I find Dalton, like slap him on the back, grab him, and he turns and looks at me, and I swear he was possessed. Literally turned to me. Yes. Oh. Did I not tell you that? He turned and looked at me, and he just went. And I was like, hello?
And then what?
And then he just kept going. Like, you were...
Oh,
there was nothing going on.
Oh,
so anyways, I just grabbed onto your jacket and was with you.
Oh, that's when you fell.
Yeah, that's when I fell. I slipped, busted my ass, my knees like black and blue. But at the time, I literally on the way down, I grabbed for whatever was there. And I think I took some guy's pants down because I literally grabbed his crotch on accident. Sorry if whoever it was. Unintentional. Grabbed him.
She's not sorry.
Pants down. Pants on the ground.
Was he looking like a fool with his pants on the ground?
Yep, it was.
I knew it.
Yeah. But it saved me from busting my other knee. Anyways, got back up, kept going, decided, okay, had enough of this. I'm not falling again. So I got on the edge and I was like, this is sick. Let me video it. They were playing Laid to Rest, I think, in the video.
Oh, so lit, dude.
Yeah, I think it was Laid to Rest because I just played 512. Anyways, whatever it was. Badass song, I don't remember. But, yeah, the video's sick, and I was getting, like, pummeled the whole time I was videoing. You can tell it's, like, shaky.
Crazy, dude.
And then Dalton met some guy that apparently knew him or didn't know him or thought he knew him. In the video, you can see it. I'm turned around, this guy walks up, stares at Dalton, and they embrace. It's a beautiful moment.
We kissed.
No. They literally, he was like, hey. They hugged in the middle of this Lamb of God song. And then it was a beautiful moment. And then you say you don't even know him. It probably broke his heart.
No, I did not know him.
Well, I got it on video.
I think, now that you're saying it, he might have bummed a cigarette off me outside.
Oh, because he grabbed you.
Yeah.
Like he knew you.
But a lot of people were grabbing me.
Well, yeah. I was grabbing people too, obviously.
Yeah, you say, I was thinking about this. I really did feel kind of like, I don't want to say possessed, because people are going to be like, oh, Dalton Earl Shreds is a Satanist, but...
Yeah, and then they're going to talk shit about Lamb of God, too.
Well, they already hear that, that when I say I like Lamb of God, they're like... they got the connotation, like, oh.
Yeah, it's negative connotation.
Yeah, that's stupid witch hunt crap.
We went and saw Lamb of God last year, and I knew this was one of Dalton's favorite bands.
You had not seen them.
I had not seen them, but they were coming with Megadeth, which I love Megadeth, so I was excited to go. We saw them in the Woodlands, which is not the best venue, but I went. I was a little bit apprehensive about Lamb of God. They killed it. Lots of pyro. Love fire. If you know me, you know that. Anyways, it was a good time, and I still kind of talked a little bit of shit afterwards just to get on Dalton's nerves. But I was super pumped to go see them last night. I've been jamming them all week. I've literally had their songs stuck in my head for the past 2 weeks. Get your own. Anyways, I had a good time. Can't wait to go back. Probably one of the best concerts I've been to in a long time. I'm not going to say the best because I've seen lots of incredible artists.
Def Leppard. She'll never say it if Def Leppard is a thing.
No, that's not even my favorite concert. Like, that's my favorite band, and I enjoy seeing them. That was like one of the most fun concerts I've ever been to. Was the most recent one, the stadium tour, but.
Had a blast at that one. I wish we had this podcast for that show. Maybe we'll do like a throwback episode at some point.
Yeah, talk about our best concerts. Because I've been to a lot.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of pretty big people, too.
Yeah, consider that. Yeah, this is not exclusively day after. This is just last night was so sick. This is kind of motivation.
Yeah, I'm still riding that high.
Yeah, because that'd be good for my memory to go back and kind of bring those up. Because me and Sydney have been to a lot of great concerts. Man.
Yeah, and even prior to us knowing each other, I mean, I was like second row at Guns N' Roses,
Yeah.
Paul McCartney, Elton John and Billy Joel dueling pianos tour. Lots of sick shows. Lots of sick genres.
To what you said earlier, I really, I didn't mosh at Animals as leaders.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
No offense. Sorry,
I don't
guys.
really think anybody did.
They tried, and then the song would stop, and
yeah. It just wasn't that clear either.
Yeah.
And then Killswitch Engage, they were moshing, but it was like not baby mosh, just lesser mosh. And I kind of, when I went into mosh at the end half of their set, it was fun, but it was like kind of forced. But Lamb of God, like you said, it was almost like I just ran. I didn't even watch them from anywhere. I just literally, as soon as I think we were outside smoking a cigarette.
He literally was outside smoking a cigarette, and we were there with two of our friends, Braden and Amanda. And, well, first of all, shout out to Jim and Amanda.
Big shout outs,
yes,
no doubt.
Some of our best friends for buying these tickets and inviting us, and then bailing on us the day before.
They got scared. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We still love you. Thank you so much for still letting us go.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyways.
Best friend.
We were all four outside.
That's my best friend.
With a few other of our friends. And we walked inside. Dalton went to the restroom or something. We decided, all right, we're going to get a drink. Lamb of God's just started. Dalton said, I'm going to be on the right side of the sound booth, which is like the back of the venue. So I got my drink. I go to the right side of the sound booth at the back of the venue. Dalton's nowhere to be found. The rest of our friends are there. I literally didn't see Dalton until after the show. Or, no, when I went to the mosh pit and I ran into him and took him out of his possessive state. But he literally told me where he was going to be, and he was not there. So I stood in various areas with our group of friends until I got the nerve to go up there. Not really the nerve, just like had to get pumped up. They did play. They did play my two favorite songs at the very beginning, though.
What?
So, Walk With Me Through Hell and sorry. And Now You've Got Something to Die For. So I don't know the correct
they played
names.
that at the end.
No, it was literally like the third song because I was in the very back looking for you. Like, these are my two favorite songs, and you're not even over here.
Oh.
And I was going so hard. I was jumping up and down, screaming. I was headbanging. I spilt half my beer. I also, sorry, lots of side stories. When I went to go to the mosh pit to find you, as soon as I got in the mosh pit and started getting pushed, I had half a beer, and I just threw it.
Sorry.
I threw it up,
She's
out.
that
I don't know.
lady.
I literally got in the mosh pit, and like adrenaline was pumping. I was ready to go.
Yeah, we know those guys.
I got my cup of beer. It was those huge cups. I just like slung it, which I saw a lot of people doing that, but I didn't do it intentionally. It just happened. I guess like I stepped into that zone that you were in, and
yeah, you did. That's.
Yeah. I chunked my beer. It got on the girl behind me that was with us, and
I can't see you doing that intentionally.
yeah, I would never.
You were in that state, the flow state. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I heard them, I walked out of the bathroom and they were playing, and I literally just beelined to the pit.
Yeah, he told me where he was going to be, and he was not there.
And I felt my age last night.
Old?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Oh.
I'm an elder metalhead now.
No, I hate that.
Dude,
We're elders, really?
I did. I literally halfway through ran out, chugged water at the bar.
Oh, I know. I saw you come up there because you literally came out of nowhere behind me. Your hair was in a half-ass ponytail. Your sweat pouring off of you. Your eyes were this big.
Twice.
And he's just chugging water as fast as he can. Liquid death was the water That's what it was.
Terrible water.
It's water. That's what it was. I was like, I see people with this liquid death can all the time. What is it? Is it like Red Line or Four Loko?
Yeah, a side note, that's weird. And I think they do that so if you're sober and don't drink,
you have something to hold.
But it looks like a beer.
Yeah,
I think that
because I have a friend that I used to do CrossFit with, and she decided to take a sober path. She's been sober for I think 4 years now, is what she posted on Facebook the other day. Congrats to her. I'm not going to say her name in case she wants to keep that anonymous. Anyways, she drinks those liquid deaths all the time, so I figured there wasn't alcohol in them, but I wasn't sure. Shout out to Rainey over here.
Nay.
If you hear tapping, that's my dog.
Rainey, get. Go. She's just so loud. She needs her nails trimmed.
Dalton hates my dog, but loves his own.
I don't hate the dog. Anyways, now I lost my train of thought.
We're talking about liquid death. About halfway through, you ran and got your water.
Oh, yeah. I used to be able to do the whole pit for the whole set when I was a kid, man. Now I just don't have it in me. Like today, I feel real.
I'm super tired.
Sore.
Oh, I'm sore. My knee is sore. I made everybody touch it last night because it was like hot and it was so swollen you could feel it through my pants.
And I haven't. When we saw them last year at the Woodlands, it's not a good place for a metal show.
No.
And there's not moshing; it's seated, so I didn't really get the full.
Although at the Woodlands, there's no moshing, but I got knocked down.
And they're moshing in the aisles.
We're moshing in the aisles, and we're walking to our seats, and it's me, Dalton, and Nate.
Lame.
And they're walking in front of me. There's a tiny little circle pit going on in the aisle. I'm trying to get by. Anyways, I get knocked down. Dalton never knows. He's still walking away from me. I never thought that would happen at the Woodlands. I'm also, if you don't know me, I'm 6'1", very tall. So I don't get knocked down easily.
Yeah, it was like some skinny 5'2", like punk kid knocked her down. She thought...
And jeans tighter than mine.
Yeah, she's like, I've been to so many Jason Aldean concerts. I know what's up. And then...
No.
Like, she thought it was going to be like a
2 for 2, though. I got knocked down at Lamb of God.
Yeah, you got to
both times I've seen them. And I'm going to count that as a win.
Oh, I saw steroided up dudes last night get knocked down. They like to get knocked down.
No, I'm not complaining. I think it's an awesome story.
Well, I like to get knocked down. I like that they pick you up.
Oh, yeah. Besides me taking pants down with me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think the guy was upset.
No, that was probably the most action he got in a long time.
I don't know. I didn't look at him. I wasn't looking at him in the face.
I looked at him.
I literally, it happened so fast. I just got up, kept going. I hope I didn't run into him again. But yes, everybody was super nice. I literally heard it buzzing in my ear.
Okay, yeah, I know. Sorry, there's flies.
It's just that one. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, if you hear me at any point clap, it's because I'm going to kill this fly. I could probably edit it out, whatever. But anyways, the concert was so super sick. 713, that's my first time.
Oh, yeah.
Your first time being there, right?
Yeah, shout out to that venue. That was
Shout out to 713. They were a great venue. The parking situation, if you live in Houston, you know how important it is to have parking. You know, y'all live in cities that are well designed and walking friendly and blah, blah, blah. We got big trucks. I got a big truck because I'm literally compensating for something. It's the Compensator. That's my truck's name. If you see it, know
that... compensating for his lack of empathy.
Yeah, compensating for my overflowing kindness and love and, all the other things that go along with that.
There you go. I was just looking at that. I don't want to see your stomach the whole time. There you go. It's better.
How bad was it?
it was like I saw like here to here.
Wow, that's awesome.
No, I think you're good.
Yeah, I think so too. Sorry, guys. We're just trying to get the kinks figured out. I just, I really liked 713. The beer was $15 trillion, obviously, as it is everywhere.
Cool venue. It's super open. You walk in. Getting in there was so easy. We literally just like, there was like, I guess there was a lot of security, but it was like so simple to walk in. We walked in. There was like a merch booth and a bar as soon as you walk in. Then you walk up the steps and it's literally the same thing. Huge bar, another merch booth, and then just open floor with a stage. I liked it. Not a lot of twists and turns. And you can go upstairs if you have the upstairs tickets.
The balcony looks nice. If anybody I know has been on the balcony at there, shout out, let me know.
We should ask Michael, a friend from high school, Michael and Brett.
Have they been?
They were the guys we met last night. They brought their kids.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the mini rockers, too. They had the coolest little kids' leather patch jacket. It was so sick.
Yeah, they were cute.
So good to see my metal family out last night. I feel like, I guess we're like rats, we live in the shadows. You just don't see them out in the wild. Like country, I'm not picking on country.
It's prominent,
but country did, they wear boots and cowboy hat and jeans to the show.
Well, Yellowstone's super popular right now, so we got to copy that,
It's like,
it's the
there's
whole
not
aesthetic.
a concert outfit. It's like, I'm just going to put my nice pair of boots, jeans, and pearl snap.
Oh, for country? I thought you were
For country,
talking about metal.
But my metal heads,
it's just what you wear every day.
you rarely see them out in the wild.
Yeah. But I literally wear what I wear every day.
Yeah, well,
to
we're...
metal concert.
Me and you are a little special. We're flowers blooming. Large, rare flowers. It just felt good to see my metal family. A lot of degenerates, how I like it. They're my friends, man. 713 was sick. I love a nicely laid out venue. Straight in walk. Smoking section is literally make or break.
Yeah.
If the
For
Grand...
you, yeah.
For everyone, it should be.
Negative.
If the Grand Ole Opry doesn't have a smoking section... It can go in. Hey, get. Sorry, Nay. She's so sad.
Yeah, she is.
We'll have to lock her up next time.
Negative. She can sit right here where Toby is. And you can hold your dog.
Get her to come lay down.
No, it's fine.
She's so sad.
Yeah, 713 is super open. I never waited in line at a bar to get a drink, which is unheard of.
Oh my gosh.
When we went and saw... we saw Whiskey Myers recently, like last minute at the Woodlands, and we saw Kid Rock there with Foreigner earlier this year. And literally like 15 minutes up there in line waiting to get a beer. But last night, no line. There might have been one person in front of me one time, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different bars there or something.
They even had a little outdoor bar at the smoking patio.
With shots and a few beer. Anyways, it was nice. We're going to see a concert there next month. And
Who are we going to go see?
Blackberry Smoke.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so super, like, totally opposite genre. I got balcony seats for that. I bought the whole, like, first row. So
it's going to be lit, bruh.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, they're not like my favorite band. I know 1 or 2 songs. It was Dalton and I's first date was at a Blackberry Smoke concert with Jason.
With Choli, yep.
Jason Scioli, shout out to you, Choli.
And that was a great show. Something about clubs. I don't like outdoor.
Depends. I don't mind an outdoor venue, depending on like the sound situation. Because, I don't know, the Woodlands is just not the best sound situation.
I mean, if you do an outdoor show, your production value and your sound has got to be on point.
Like Foreigner and Kid Rock killed it.
Oh, yeah.
Sounded great.
Yeah.
If you've ever been in the Woodlands, which I'm sure most of you have or know the situation there at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, we were on the hill, which is just an open hill, general admission general admission pretty much.
It's like redneck Woodstock.
Yeah, you can bring a blanket or you can rent a chair.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the hill at the very top next to the top bar, and it still sounded great and loud.
It was.
Not the loudest I've ever been to, but it was loud.
No, it was sick, but last night was so loud.
Yes.
I guess just because we were right next, I don't know, I was real close to the front stage.
It had huge line arrays, too.
Oh my God, it was loud. But
it wasn't like a deafening loud where you were just like the whole time. Like it was perfect. Like I was hoping they were going to be louder, not than what they were, but like louder than Killswitch, because Killswitch was loud, but it was like, I still need more.
Oh, if you want to, I mean, that people don't understand if you're going to get the pit going like that.
It needs to be loud.
It's got to be loud.
Yeah.
And you got to be a good sound engineer to make it loud, but not
piercing.
Like piercing horrible. And they had, but Lamb of God, you know, every time I've seen them in the club, they always kill it.
Yeah, they just got a good tone.
Yeah, Mark and Willie, they got great tones, and it was cool to be so close to. At the Cynthia Woods, I couldn't even really see Randy or Mark, any of them.
We actually had seats at that concert. We were like closer up at Lamb of God, Megadeth. Like I was saying, like at Kid Rock, we were on the hill, but when we saw Lamb of God there, we had seats.
Far away.
Yeah,
but I was like, I felt like I could touch him last night.
Oh yeah, I felt like when he was doing the helicopter. His dread sweat was getting on me.
I could feel the heat.
Oh, from the pyro. Me too, yeah.
It was sick.
Oh, I was hoping they were going to have pyro because they had it at the Woodlands show. That's my favorite part. That's how I remember Walk With Me in Hell because of the pyro, and that's why I like it so much.
Dude, when those breakdown hits drop and the pyro goes, that is...
I wish I had a GoPro last night of when they played that song because, like, Alex and Tyler were next to me. And I had no clue where you were. I was holding my beer, and it, like, you know, the bridge came and dropped, whatever. We were jumping up and down. Again, beers everywhere. Like, it was just a good time.
It was a great time.
I wish I had a GoPro just to relive that night because it was that much fun.
I thought about getting one, too, right before the show.
And I'm not, they probably won't let you bring recording devices in.
No, but a small one. I mean, you got a sick clip. The clip y'all saw earlier, it was pretty sick. And you're so tall that it helps.
Yeah, true. But that, normally, like, I'm very critical when it comes to music. I've already said that. But last night was top notch.
No, it's what I missed, too. I mean, that moment where it hits like that is why...
Yeah.
You know, and I don't, people always think that I'm like a Lamb of God super fan. But I mean, you know me, I don't listen to that. I don't listen to them
rare occasion.
Rarely, like on the radio in the car, very rarely listen to them.
Yeah, and to add on to that, I was about to say, like, I like metal, but I wouldn't consider myself like the biggest metalhead. Like, there's metal bands that I like, and I enjoy listening to metal, like you said, on rare occasions. I wasn't even, like, didn't really know Lamb of God until I met you. Knew who they were, just didn't listen to them. And even now, like, I could only name, like, 4 or 5 songs if you played them. But I still had a blast last night. It was so much fun.
Yeah, but they're, I mean, even their housewife status almost, they're just that huge. Like, dudes would be like, do you listen to the Destroyer Underworld? And, you know, they got like 30 followers and play in Detroit or something, and I'm like, no, I don't listen to them. But they're like so good. Like, it's almost mainstream, but hardcore. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I like mainstream music. It's just, you know, it's hard for me to listen to it on the radio because I don't have the pit and I don't have the pyro.
Yeah, you got to have the right circumstances to enjoy it.
And it's like, I guess I haven't, because like we said, the Woodlands wasn't that experience. And it had been so long since I've been to a Lamb of God club show like that I had forgot, like, what what experience was like.
Yeah, so one of our friends that came last night, she's never, like, heard of Lamb of God, doesn't go to metal shows, has only been to a few concerts, and And I looked over last night and she was headbanging, jumping up and down. I was like, I asked her before Lamb of God started if she wanted to leave because I didn't think she was going to enjoy it. And she said, no, I'm staying. Like, I think this is going to be a good time, something different. And in the middle of Lamb of God set, I look over and she's just like going at it, jumping up and down, head banging, like none of their songs, no words, nothing, having a blast. So I think it was, like you said, right atmosphere.
Yeah,
it was just, it hit just right.
And I've been in the country. I mean, y'all know I play in a country band, Mason Cracker and the Gulf Coast Drifters, and I've just been in that scene. Because, I mean, I used to follow Lamb of God around when I was a kid. All Testament, Megadeth, mostly Testament, Hatebreed, Megadeth, and Lamb of God. And they used to tour together a lot. And I went to 3
Vegas,
shows.
Right? You saw them in Vegas, too.
Yeah, I gave up a dinner at a 5-star restaurant that night.
You were supposed to go to Hell's Kitchen, right?
Yeah, the Gordon Ramsay. And then I'm walking around like 2 hours before the dinner, and I see on the billboard at House of Blues there, like, Lamb of God tonight. I'm like, immediately dialed my mom, and I was like, I'm not going to go to the dinner. And she's like, why? And I was like, I'm going to go to, she's like, you're going to go to Lamb of God and go eat steak? And I was like, yes, I am.
That's a hard toss-up for me. Like, Gordon Ramsay,
not for me.
Lamb of God. Well, prior to last night, I would have been Gordon Ramsay 100%. After last night, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and
my mom would get mad at me for not choosing Gordon Ramsay because she loves him.
Yeah, but you'll remember that steak for a little while, but you'll never forget last night.
Oh, that was rainy.
What was that? I'm sorry, our dog just threw up.
She threw up. She must have just had like a hairball.
Yeah, she's got a hairball. Yeah, that show was...
She has allergies.
The show was really awesome. Rainy Kid, go. We're almost done. Come on. That show was really awesome. The venue was awesome. I was saying I hadn't been out of that scene for so long now, doing country, and you know what I do. It's just
I've been like craving some like hard rock,
me
just
too.
because we have been doing the country scene for a while, which is like not hating on anything.
No, I don't. The country fanboys are gonna be like immediately you're hating on them, but I'm really not. It's just
I like variety. I like it all. So I need.
Yeah, I love live shows.
Yeah, I can go to any live show, any genre, and enjoy it because it's live music.
I'll say it this way: you'll never get that experience last night with any country artist. And don't come at me with the new guys. I'm not going to say their name, but the Texas regional guys that love to party and are I'm not going to say their names. We all know who they are. Don't come at me and be like, they're hard rock. Like, that's not that. That's not last night. And
we've seen some of those people that you're referring to. We've seen some of those people live.
Like the half rock, half country.
Yeah, and it's fun, but it's not.
It's a good time.
I'm not gonna get so pumped up that I want to run into a mosh pit and throw my beer
or get
knocked down,
possessed,
like into a trance. Yeah.
Like we're just running in circles.
Yeah, like I couldn't tell you, but maybe 1 or 2 times that I've been so pumped up that. Like, I'm jumping up and down. Like, I ran into the pit, threw my beer. I fell down. I was fine. Normally, if people touch me or elbow me or push me, I get really pissed off because I'm like, no, don't. But last night, I didn't care.
I was thinking about this, too, earlier today. Like, I had, like, a swollen eye, almost a black eye this morning. We're all bruised up because we're hitting. But it's like, if you get knocked down...
They pick you back up.
Like, everybody's elbowing or pushing. Nobody's punching.
It's more like this. It's not like you're throwing punches.
And if you fall, people swarm you to help you up.
Oh, yeah. Let me stop you real quick. Because I just remembered this when you said this. It was during Killswitch, at the very front, like right in front of the stage on the right side, I I don't know exactly what happened, but somebody like fell down or like got sick or passed out or something. And the lead singer of Killswitch like stopped and like put a flashlight on this person and said, hey, y'all back. I don't know what's going on, but let's back up. Let's give this person some room and let's get this person like up. So he literally stopped his show. And it was, I don't know, it was just good to see that after, I mean, we've seen what's happened in recent years when people, you know, fall.
Not gonna say any names.
Yeah. Anyways, it was just a cool thing to see, like that, like, you know, it's a metal band. Like obviously we said we're moshing people, or I fell down, but I got right back up because people helped me up. I grabbed people.
The bands are not gonna let.
Yeah, they're not. There's no like ill, like mannered. It's all out of like love and respect.
All out of, not even out. Yeah, love, respect, and expressing yourself.
Yeah, like everybody's there to enjoy the show. Like we're not hitting each other out of rage or because I don't like you.
But
like
I'm thinking now, like last night we're in the pit. I got punched hundreds of times. Like it's brutal. Like that's, you sign up. Yeah. Like you're not signing up for a UFC fight, but you're signing up for a base level of fun. Like hard fun.
Yeah, and if like on that video you see that I'm literally on the edge of the circle pit. If I'd have taken a step further, like I could either be in it or I could be out of it. Like you can choose what you want to do. Yeah. They're not gonna like force you to be in that.
But I'm thinking now, like the dudes that participate, which everybody, some people physically they go in and they do 30 minutes and they can't. But everybody who participates in like that moshing, you know, I think if you go to some concerts, like I don't know, rap, hip hop or country concerts, like I think nobody wants to touch anybody they don't know.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been to a country music concert and like people are on top of random strangers? Like, no. And then it's like, how many scenes have you seen at a country music? Like, you bump into someone's chick and
he bows up to you.
Yeah, Billy Bob, you know, the third junior is ready to fight. Like, but last night, that says a lot that these people at these shows, I mean, we're constantly hitting each other, but like not, hey, throwing up, you know, it's just in the name of the fun. Like, I think that energy, I think a lot of, I don't know, I can't speak on any genres except country because I don't know any other, but I am in country and I could say that energy, the country guys could use to take a lot. It would be good to take that energy, I think.
Like metal energy, you mean? Like the energy
like what we were just talking about. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, we're all there, you know, and...
Yeah, you have one goal in mind, and it's to go have a kick-ass time and enjoy this band. There's no competition amongst the fans.
It's a feeling almost like at the metal show last night, we were all there together watching them. And then sometimes you go to a country music show and it's like, everybody is like, this is my experience. Like, don't get involved or do anything to
ruin my experience or hinder.
Like if I had enough money, I would just hire them and sit just me.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason you're here is because they need to make enough money and they have to sell to more than me.
I think it's just like that
not all
genre.
The time.
It's like a culture barrier, but it's like a genre barrier, for lack of a better term. But yeah, so like we had this conversation last night. Like every time I've been to a metal show or even just a hard rock show, even classic rock, like the older guys, it's the best. Just rock in general. It's the
rock
best.
Rock is the same without the moshing. It's the exact same vibe without the moshing.
So it's like the best people. Like you go, I've never I don't want to say never because that's not true, but like you don't really see fighting or people bickering or pissed off about, you know, in the beer line or the merch line or, you know, elbowing people out of disrespect. Like, I don't know, everybody's just the nicest people. And we were outside on the patio. It was packed between Killswitch and Lamb of God during that break.
Yeah, there was not a single person that would not talk to somebody. It was like we all knew each other. Yeah, like 2 or 3 people came up. One guy stopped. We were all in the middle of a conversation. One guy stopped and was like, hey, I like your shirt. Like, it was just a Lamb of God shirt. But, I mean,
I don't know, just little things like that.
I guess we just don't see each other out in the wild that much. I feel like some people take it for granted, but we don't really see our metal family out,
And, well, there's just I think there's a stigma around metal.
Totally.
Yeah,
they blamed it on those 3 kids. They locked those 3 kids up. They said they murdered that dude.
What are you talking about?
The Memphis 3.
I don't know
In the 90s, it was 3 teenage kids. A child ended up found dead. I'm thinking of the story. And, they blamed the 3 teenage kids because they were, into Slayer and Marilyn Manson.
Oh.
So they used the fact that they listened to heavy metal music in court, but then they got released, 10 years later, they found out they were innocent. Oh. But that was the start of...
Gotcha.
That's where that comes from, is the Memphis 3. That was, the biggest, the stigma, metal is Satan music.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, is, back to it, I feel like there's a stigma, and even I kind of felt this way earlier in my life. You see the cliche, all black, heavy makeup, combat boots, whatever, dreads or shaved heads or bright colored hair, which, I've had bright colored hair. I wear black most of the time.
Yeah, Randy's bringing the dreads back, too.
Yeah.
The dreads are lit.
Yeah. So, but there's such a stigma, and so people see that, and it's not the norm. So they just kind of, it's an outcast.
Yeah, if you wear a polo and cargo shorts and, you live a suburban life, I could get, that may be scary to you, but it's not really.
And not saying that that's, if you go to a metal show, that's what you have to wear. Well, I'm just saying when you walk in, it's a sea of black. But that's what I normally wear anyways. But there was people there in anything and everything. But I think there's just such a stigma, and it was just so cool that, I don't know, there's a stigma. People think, like you said earlier, it's the devil's music, devil worshippers, whatever. It's literally the nicest people I've ever met at rock shows.
Yeah.
All across the board, the genre of rock, from classic to heavy metal, death metal, whatever it is. It's just... That's the nicest group of people because, you're all there for one common goal, which is to have a good time.
The stigma that, they're Satan worshipers and, killing people, I don't really think that exists anymore. But there still is a stigma, they're weirdos.
Yeah.
Which you still shouldn't, you said, they're the nicest people. Don't, just because they wear something different, don't call them weirdos, because if you talk to them, they would be very nice to you.
Yeah.
And I feel like the musicians, I guess we have a perspective as you're with me and I'm a musician. I guess it starts with the musicians. Maybe that's where the country scene could take a note, because I guess the musicians set the example, Mm-hmm. And, Lamb of God guys, they're all great people. It was a great show. I had so much fun.
Yeah, we need to plug the clip that I took of Killswitch playing Dio, just because it's so epic.
Yeah, maybe we'll put it after the Lamb of God. We'll put it in the podcast no matter what.
Yeah, you should check it out. Of course, it's just an iPhone recording. Don't come at me because it's not.
We're going to set up what you got going on right now.
Yeah, that's true.
If you know me, you know that I'm not known for high production quality, but it's the effort that counts.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about music.
And I wasn't worried about quality. I was just there for quality of the music, not the recording.
Yeah, I know. I wish I had more footage, but I'm just...
Honestly...
I cannot take videos while I'm at a concert.
Yeah, I used to be that person that was let me record my favorite songs or whatever. And as I got older, I'm no, I'm there to listen to them live. I'll never watch these videos again. I'm going to enjoy the moment. I'll take a picture while I'm there, whatever. And last night, I recorded that Dio song, and I kid you not, I've listened to it 20 times today just because, it gives me chill bumps because I was that excited.
That is a great song. And Jesse killed it. He sang great.
Yeah.
It was a great lineup, great show. We were just playing around, talking mess about the other bands. But
yeah, I honestly, we missed Fit for an Autopsy. We walked in at the end of their set, and we listened to maybe 2 songs of Animals as Leaders because we wanted to be outside. It was still sunny outside, and
and that's just I've seen. I mean, I saw Lamb of God at House of Blues. I saw Hatebreed, Lamb of God, Hatebreed, Megadeth, Lamb of God, and that's like, I mean, Lamb of God still brought the heat last night. They were great, but that lineup like that's a heater lineup.
Yeah,
that you're waking up.
Still think Dave needs to be the headliner though. Like Megadeth should always close the night. Like switching back and forth.
Yeah, they were doing a switch
for the
back.
tour. Gotcha.
And this was a long time ago when Lamb of God was bigger than Megadeth. Like Megadeth hadn't come out with an album in a while, and they kind of weren't in vogue. And Lamb of God, I think this was right after Sacrament, which they got like a platinum. And they were playing Donington and shit, but. Lineup, either way, it was worth it just to see Lamb of God.
Yeah, so even if you're not a metalhead, Lamb of God's not really your thing. I can attest to this because it wasn't really my thing, and now I'm a pretty big fan. And last night, our friend that went with us, never been to a metal show, been to a handful of concerts, never heard of Lamb of God, and she had a blast. And she said she would go back. So.
Yeah, you got to go. If you're physically able, you got to go out there. I mean, and I
it's worth it, yeah.
You know me, you can say too, I'll go to a few shows now and then that I particularly would not go to. But my friends are either going or said it was good, and I'll go.
Yeah.
And I'll have my judgment either validated or not afterwards, but I do think, people should definitely get out and...
Yeah, I'll give anybody a chance. I love live music. I don't care the genre, but I do have my favorites, obviously.
Yeah, and it's just going to be hard to beat last night. I mean...
Yeah, the energy was there. They brought it.
Oh, my gosh. It was just brutal, dude. It was...
Yeah, don't get scared of him saying throwing punches and being brutal, because I never got punched in the face. No one punched me. I slipped because there was beer on the floor, and I'm clumsy. Not because I got knocked down. It's just dudes
hardcore dancing. I mean...
You put yourself in the situation you want to be in. So if you want to go get yourself punched in the face, there's an opportunity for that.
Yeah, even then it's not... I mean, they're just like flailing and you get hit in the eye. Like, that's a lot different than squaring up. And,
it's not intentional.
Putting your hip into it with your knuckles. Yeah. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah, but... Yeah, don't get discouraged. That happens all the time.
Somebody's going to be a hardcore dancer or something, and you're going to get hit in the head.
Yeah.
Or you're going to get kicked in the stomach. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, yeah, Amanda, our friend that went with us, she got the wind knocked out of her. She was trying to get into the pit. She was behind me, and I guess she walked in at the right time, and someone, punched her right in the gut.
And it's humbling in that way, too, though, because what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
You going to fight? Right... so...
Anyways, it was a good time.
Because I saw a couple of those moments. There were some dudes were around me were getting hit, and they were not happy with it. And
they put themselves in that situation.
Well, it's not even... They put themselves in a situation of them getting mad. Like, they got mad, bowed up, and then they realized they're in a sea of thousands of people. Like, what am I... Mm-hmm. I have to get over it,
Yeah.
So it's easier to... If you could just get to that point before you let yourself get flustered. But it was a great show. This was a great podcast. I forgot we were doing it for a second. That's how I know they're good.
I know. It's probably us just rambling, but...
No, that's what it is. For all of y'all that listened all the way through, like I said, this will be like a show recap series. We'll go in the vault and we'll review some that we've seen in the past. And then we'll just keep reviewing the new ones we go to. We got a lot of great bands. We see a lot of local bands, a lot of national bands. And me and Sydney, we have a pretty good conduit and tuner for that kind of stuff. So this will be a great series. I plan to do more podcasts. If I have something that inspires me, I'll do some alone. I'd like to get some guests. They don't have to be really of any fame, notoriety, profession. Just let me know if you know somebody that's interested in coming talk with me and being on the Shred Shed,
nominate them.
Nominate
We'll pull them from a hat, completely random.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If I get enough, absolutely. Like I'll
put my name in there like 5 times.
Yeah. If it's 20 minutes and it's still a good interview, I'll interview a shovel. You know what I mean? But it was great.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, do all the things. This was an awesome first podcast. If it doesn't sound good or the video's not right, I apologize. This is the first one, but we'll just keep working at it, keep doing them, and they'll get better and better, and we'll get more guests, and you'll hear more cool stories. I think this was a good way to open the first podcast. I didn't want to just do like episode 1 opening. Like, it's nice.
Should name it Gordon Ramsay versus Lamb of God.
Yeah,
that's the name of it. Pilot.
What was
Gordon
it?
Ramsay versus Lamb of God. Hell's Kitchen.
But something recap. Show recap.
Yeah, something like
Concert
that.
recap.
Yeah, whatever. But
semicolon. Gordon Ramsay v. Lamb of God.
Yeah, Lamb of God in Hell's Kitchen.
Absolutely. I'm out of this house, so y'all know.
Walk with me in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, where's the sauce? All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't think it's been like an hour or whatever. Yeah, y'all follow me: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Earlshreds. Earlshreds is everything. If y'all want to check out my website, it's Earlshreds.com. I'd appreciate it if y'all can support me. I've got a merch shop online. It's how many more days? What, 2 weeks? No, about a week and a half until Halloween, and I've got some Halloween stuff up.
Pretty sick, yeah.
I'll probably put the pictures up right here, but yeah, y'all go online if you want to support me. Follow me.
Follow me on LinkedIn.
Yeah, follow.
Just kidding.
I'm not on
Don't
LinkedIn.
follow me on LinkedIn.
I'm not on LinkedIn. But follow me on all the things. Give me a like, whatever. Check out the merch. I'll be happy to give you a discount if you sign up. And it's been awesome hanging out with you, honey.
I hope so. We live together.
Earlshreds Shred Shed out.
Woo!